Alright, so we are back again with the Japanese sound lessons at Yamanote Style, and this is lesson number 17, the P series. So, the P series is coming from the same place as our B series, and that is that the H goes to a P sound. You may wonder how come the others, there's only one sound that they go to, and the H goes to both B and P. Well, I don't have a simple explanation for that. Again, scholars believe that they know the answer to this, but we're going to leave that out of this discussion. So, just write these up here. Again, this could be written with an H or with an F. Just for consistency with the last video, we'll change it to an F, but you'll see it written either way depending on the context. So let's just go over the original pronunciations again. It was ha, he, hu, he, and ho. And so in our modified pronunciations, it will be pa, pi, pu, pe, and po. So it's pretty much as you'd expect. There's not really any exceptions in this one. So what about examples? So pa sounds like the pa in pasta, right? Does not sound like the A sound like in, for example, paste. So just be careful of that. It is the case that Japanese words written in this type of writing should always be written pa, and that letter PA will always have the sound pa, but it is not the case that the reverse will be true for English written in Japanese. And that goes with all of these spellings, so it's something to keep in mind. So for the word peanut, the word peanuts has the same sound as this PI sound. And also, for example, the word pizza, that's actually spelled with an I. I won't give a counterexample here, but it should always sound like P. So, the poo sound, there's not that many words in English that I know of that use this sound, but sometimes you hear a pooch talking about a dog. It's like that. It's not like pulley or anything like that. So, for example, it's not a sound. In fact, there is no sound in Japanese. You will never hear it anywhere. It just doesn't exist. Japanese has far fewer sounds than English, even though there are more sounds, as in more letters, but they don't really combine the same way that they do in English overall. So there are no vowels that combine like the EA in peanuts. There are no silent vowels, pretty much. Things like that just don't happen. So what happens is there's more sounds written out, but there's actually less in total. So pet is a good example for this one, or maybe pedestrian, something like that. And the last one, our example will be Pope. Now there are a lot of words in English spelled P-O. Some of them sound like this po sound depending on the accent of the speaker. For example, police can sound like po, but many people say like police, which case it sounds like nothing on here. So, or maybe like the PA, police. So again, this is a pure O, like po, pope. It is also not sound like, for example, pop. There's no ah. In fact, there's pretty much no ah in Japanese except for this PA. So hopefully this gives you a good idea of the P series. Go over the whole set once again. Pa, pi, pu, pe, and po. And if you have any better examples, please put them in the comments.